What's up, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of the No Host Bars crew. I'm your host, Dom, and this new episode is being brought to you by the coolest water. Use our promo code in all caps DOMINICK and get 10% off on the latest, hottest, amazing, freshest water bottles that last up to 36 hours. Gunnar, I know you had got your specialty made No Host Bar crew bottle. How is it?
Still ain't, it's awesome, man. Keeps my water ice cold. It was my favorite thing. I wish I could take it to work with me all the time, but yeah, I use it around the house. It's awesome.
Yeah, Dr. Stein, how's yours holding up?
Amazing. I put some tea in there, some black tea, Earl Grey, with a little bit of vanilla almond milk.
Yeah.
And I put it in the fridge because I wanted it cold. And the next day it was still like room temperature. So shout out to the coolest water bottle. It definitely keeps the temperature.
Appreciate it. So on this episode, we're going to call it A Woman's Perspective because we do have a special guest in the building. And I'm going to go off to my right and pass it off to her. This is our first time on the podcast, so why don't y'all show her some love. And this is the one, the only.
He doesn't even know my name.
I'm entering off to you. So
CaLi D. CaLi, letter D, CaLi D. And yeah, I'm here showing the women some love because we all know there's hardly any women on here and we can't have that. So I'm not represented for everybody, but I'm represented for the majority.
yeah. And to her right, we have...
It's your boy, Gunner.
A.K.A. the six-figure nigga. A.K.A. the impeccable ladies man. A.K.A. big baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades, only in powers. High roller. And to his right, y'all know him as the voice in the streets that puts the intelligence in the seats. And if you don't know him by that, you probably know him as alias King Dingling, pause, or the Black Bulger, pause. Allegedly.
I'm just let that sit. Allegedly. It's Michael Stein, president of Canada. How's everybody doing? Good?
Doing good. Yes, so as you know from this season, we always try to, open up and give other people some love and some shout outs and also get more women onto it. So we really do appreciate you coming through.
Shout out to the ladies.
Yes.
All day.
Yes.
If it wasn't for us, there would be no you.
Ooh. Hold on.
Happy Pride Month. Shout out to the Wachowski sisters. You know what the fuck time it is. Don't do that. It's Pride Month. Celebrate.
You know,
so what are you
the views and opinions expressed.
The views and opinions expressed.
I'm an ally.
Talk your shit.
Oh my God! Oh yeah.
I wear my color flag on my work, my uniform.
So you all the way or half and half?
What? I said ally.
Oh, okay. We're just making sure. I mean,
like friends of them.
Oh, okay. That's cool. We're just making sure.
Friend of the people. I got you.
I'm not a member of the club.
Okay, cool. Just initiation and something, represent.
Yo, I don't know, like if it's a, I don't know if they do this every year or like it's a big thing this year, but I see like a lot of the sneaker brands.
Yeah.
I try and follow sneakers. They doing a bunch of shit for Pride Month and they got like some crazy colorways. So yeah, I don't know if it's a new thing or if it's a different thing, whatever. But shout out to them for embracing Pride Month. They got some representation in the sneaker culture now, so shout out to them. I don't know if they donate like any of the proceeds from the sales of these shoes to any organizations that ally with the LGBTQ alphabet community, but they should do that. If not, but yeah, if I find some way to fiduciarily support any organization assisting the ally with them, I definitely try to do my part for Pride Month.
Right on.
Go Pride Month.
Oh yeah, but to answer your question, no, I'm all about the proud people. I love y'all. Shoot, we had our infamous episode with one of Gunna's friends that was.
Where they at?
Yeah, where they at?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what's today. Well, one of them's at work. Maybe two of them are at work.
Yeah.
No, one's off. I don't know their schedule.
Yeah.
They got on me for not inviting them back out.
See.
So, that's my fault. I dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, that was one of our.
Yeah, that would have been dope to
dope
to have your boy out here because it's Pride Month.
Yeah.
Just keep word Pride Month. We do this weekly, so
You're right. So we got more opportunity. More opportunity, more chances.
Yeah.
So this will be the segment where we pass off to Dr. Stein, where he checks into our mental capacity.
My mental health is shit right now. I won't make the whole episode dedicated to slandering somebody. I'm your friend. I ain't here to embarrass you, but niggas on whole shit.
We get on that.
Yeah, we might as well.
No.
It's
Not
no
right
host.
now. I mean, I want to
Oh,
make sure
sorry.
we
I'm sorry.
get more stick to the topic.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
So I won't make the whole topic about that. I mean, outside of that, my mental health been pretty good. Considering. What about y'all? How everybody doing?
So I mean, work shit is kind of a little better. I won't say better, but
More tolerable?
Yeah, it's a little stagnant. It ain't bad. It ain't good. So,
yeah, because you was a little spicy some episodes.
Yeah.
When referring to, yeah.
Yeah, because at that point you just wanted to say,
"Shut up, bitch!"
Still do. I had an incident last night, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna leave it alone. But also found out I've been trying to skate on thin ice and be cool about that because I've been on probation. Found out my probationary period is over. I'm certified, so I'm good. So now I can tell the person where to put it now. And I don't gotta worry about not being certified.
Let me get a round of applause for that.
So you back to telling them,
"Shut up, bitch!"
More than I probably will be.
It's good.
But other than that, I'm great. I mean, my mood is pretty good. Yeah.
I'm good. This is the birthday weekend. Shout out to me.
Hey!
Yeah.
Old man in the building.
I know. You right behind me, bro.
Hey,
Pause.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, double pause on there. See, we still.
We'll fix it.
Yeah, we'll fix it. Pause.
Man, edit that shit.
Yeah. But how's your mental? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm always
Another
good.
Gemini birthday person.
Oh yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, I'm slowly recovering my voice, but all is well in my headspace. Not as many waves as of lately. I'm pretty stagnant, which is good. Been getting my meditation on, my yoga, my working out. It's all about me. Loving it.
So are you really into? Have you been into this for years, or are you just?
I've been into it for years.
Okay, just making sure because as you noticed, from previous episodes, we have some females that tend to be about it, but don't really be about it allegedly. But just wanted to make sure. But
I mean, I still have a lot to learn, but definitely. I mean, it's all about taking care of you. You can't put yourself or your mind or your energy into anybody else until you take care of yourself.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See, we are to a good start. So at this time, we just gonna do what we do best and
Let's just jump into it.
And get into the wonderful main topics.
Whoever that girl is who said that, we need to get her.
Oh, you talking about the one that's going to be doing our topics like this?
Here's the motherfucking tea.
Yeah, I'll pay to have her featured. To come do that live. That was hard.
So actually, well, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, Gunnar, I'm gonna actually pass it off to you because this is you have brought in a special guest. I'm gonna bring it off to you.
So we got are modern women even dateable, yet ready to be a wife? Now, my question to that is, what do you consider a modern woman?
Well, as you know, we speak from our opinions. So, modern women, from what I see today, are not really being put into the world of wanting to be a wife, meaning that, they're not fit, feminine, submissive, assertive.
Okay, well, honestly, it's kind of weird.
And I'm generalizing. I'm not saying
because
everybody. I'm just saying some. So let's put that out there before y'all trying to run it down our throats.
Trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Arguably, me personally, I would say no, but also I'm not of today's time because also the men today,
Yes.
I believe.
Leave a lot to be desired.
The modern woman and the modern man, that shit evens itself out. Because the men today ain't the same as men back in the day.
So, so from your perspective, how can you break that down more in your terms? Like, just like, when you asked me and I broke down like the specific qualities that I feel modern women don't have. Now, from the women from the older generation probably might have that, and some of the modern women might have it, but there's still certain things, as you stated before, we don't have it all together.
Now I want to bite my tongue because I got a female president.
But, this is no whole bar. This is no whole bar.
Hold on.
Let's
let me say something.
Ahead. Yes.
So, by me being here, I don't want y'all to hold back. But hold on. Let me finish this. First of all, don't cut me off. Second of all, I want you to speak from your heart and your mind. Don't hold back just because a woman's in the room. Let it fly, because that's what you all are guilty of way too much, is biting your tongue and not saying what you mean and meaning what you say when you want to say something, and then you blame us for not knowing and not being able to read your mind. We can't read your mind. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't hold anything back, because you do have some women like myself that like to hear the truth. I don't like bullshit. I don't like sugar on shit. So just give it to me straight. So say what you mean. Gotta go.
Well, I didn't mean bite my tongue and not saying what I was going to say, but more of softening what I was going to say.
I like it blunt.
And mind reading, that's women. Y'all be playing them games.
Y'all, okay, another thing.
As we stated,
don't say y'all. Okay, but you need to also specify the ones that you have dealt with, because you don't know every single woman. You've never dated me, so you don't know how I am. So don't say y'all. The women, like Dominic said, the women that he's dated, he doesn't know me. He doesn't know what I'm like to be as a wife or girlfriend, anything like that. So you can't put us all in the same pool. So continue.
Generally, y'all.
Hold on, she just coming in with the.
Generally, y'all be the ones playing the game where a man got to read minds or whatever. But it's just I think as time went on in society, I don't have any facts or anything to back it up. It's just the more that they allow, let's say, women to be independent, the more they feel like they didn't need a man. To the point when you put a man in a role, they're less likely to sit there and play that role as a woman, because they feel like they don't need him. They can do whatever they got to without him. They don't need to submit to him. They don't need to take care of, cater, whatever. They don't feel like they have to now. Just my opinion. I'm not saying that's what the facts is. It's just my opinion.
Oh, this is such a good time.
I know, this is...
Y'all go ahead.
I know.
I'm enjoying this.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm here with it.
Yeah. That's hot. That's hot.
But also, I saved this video. I meant to play it before we started this. But it was this lady, she did a video talking about alpha and beta men.
Yeah.
But also speaking on women, saying that the alpha man is a certain kind of man, but as a woman, if you're not a alpha woman, a lioness, you don't need to chase that alpha bear. You need to stay in your lane with the beta man. That beta man is still going to play his role, take care of you, this, that, and the other. Because you're going to get up there with that alpha man, and he ain't going to tolerate your attitude, your mouth, this, that, and the other, because he's too busy being an alpha running things. So that's why you need to sit back and chill and be with the beta man. And stop calling him weak and whatever other things. but that's the man that you need. You know your role in your lane. But that's generalizing it, but I should. It's a lot longer. She explains it more in depth. But which I thought she had a little bit of validity to what she was saying.
TLC said it. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Yeah.
Please stick to the lakes that you used to.
So even but that's kind of the same. I mean, even on other little deaths, how like generally women will go date a guy knowing he was a bad guy, like slept around on her, did all this stuff, that she turned around, get pregnant. Now he's a no good dude. When you knew that to begin with, but you chose to stay in that situation, but now you want to badmouth him.
So let me ask you this, Gunnar, not to interrupt. So do you feel that women in general do not take accountability and responsibility for their actions?
Yes. But it also not just women, we as people, men too.
Okay.
But yeah.
But I gotta pass off to you because we gotta get the woman perspective, So how do you feel about this situation?
Where do I start?
Go ahead, break it down.
Take your time.
This, as you know, this is no host bar.
We got time.
Yeah,
I wasn't holding up back. I just said, where do I start?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Break it down.
It's a lot of ways I can go about it. So I have a question for you.
Yes.
You were saying, you were talking about fit. Are you talking about fit physically or just fit to be a wife? You were going through your list.
Just
of things.
fit in being a wife and fit, not to be like, muscular, super duper strong, but just healthy.
But just taking care of yourself.
Yeah, taking care of yourself, yes.
Okay. And Gunnar gave his opinion on this, but not you. You said submissive. Submissive how? What is your definition of submissive?
Well, I'm not going to go with my definition.
No, because what Gunnar made, like, as far as submission, that may not be enough for you.
Well, I can give you that, but I'm just going to go in general with the definition of submissive.
Oh, I know that definition.
Mm-hmm. But the people may not know, so you got to let them
I
know.
wanna
Okay, go ahead and read.
Let me hear the death.
Submissive, ready to conform to the authority or will of others, meekly obedient or passive. Now, when it goes to what is submissive in a relationship, a submissive person is someone who unwillingly submits to the authority of another. A submissive person enjoys in a service-oriented mindset and finds peace of mind in taking orders from those he or she has placed in position of power. This can be at home, in the workplace, among friends, or in community relationships. So that's what I'm going by. So it's not like, oh, you're a slave, do this and that, but it's more like, if you want the man, this is my general opinion, if you want the man to be head of the household and provide for you, money and a nice standard of living, at least let him come home to you looking presentable, cook dinners. I'm just saying, looking presentable, wanting, to cook for him, make him feel needed and wanted. Now, when it gets to like, just old school way. Not saying that everything is going to work in old school, but just more of like, we want to feel needed and wanted, and just like follow our lead, because I'm trying to build with you. I'm not trying to make you feel any less of a person, and I feel you shouldn't be feeling the same way with me. I'm creating a foundation to where we build and create something more.
Like there was an example. I'm talking to a friend, pulled up at his house. He's outside. His girlfriend, baby, the mother, his children was outside with him, and we were talking. And he said something to me that she disagreed with. She don't know me. All she knows is, she knows me as by name from being his friend and just speaking just in passing. But when she heard what he said to me, she proceeded to argue with him in public, outside, in front of me. I felt that was very disrespectful and out of place. Especially yeah.
Can I interject?
Yeah, go ahead.
What you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So, now ladies, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to agree with everything that you're going to agree with. I'm going to agree with some of the things that the guys say because they are right about some stuff. Now that, I agree with, Gunnar. I do agree that was not the place, that was not the time. Me personally, I'm a private person. So if you and I are going to sit right here and argue as my man, we're going to do that in private. I don't need everybody in the peanut gallery in my business. Should be the same for you. And I'm glad that I have a man that is the exact same way.
Coming in. Yeah.
Talk your shit.
Talk your shit, girl.
Talk your shit,
Talk your
queen.
shit. Woo.
So, with that being said, you have a lot of the modern day women, and it's even some women that are older that have caught on to this modern day style.
Yes.
That is about putting all their business out there.
Yes.
All, and I mean all their business out there.
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, OnlyFans. My bad.
Oh wow, well, that's gonna have to be another topic. I don't know, we have no time for all that. But they put everything out there, but then they still want that respect that you would normally give a woman when you don't know that much about them, when you leave something to be desired.
Exactly.
But you can't give them that respect because you know what they stand for. They're out here with their ass hanging out. They're out here. Excuse me, can we curse?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
They're out here with their ass hanging out. They're out here with their breasts hanging out. I'm not saying they don't look good. They look good. Y'all look great. But if you want to keep a man, everybody shouldn't be able to see his goods that you're giving him in the bedroom.
She coming in. She coming in.
So with that being said, because me personally, I don't want nobody seeing all my man goods that he giving me in the bedroom. I want all of that, and I want it to be all mine. If I want to share with you, I will invite you into the bedroom. But with that being said, women don't know how to let a man be a man. What that means is, and this goes back to the old school way, but what that means is how you want to sit right here and have a man bring home the bacon, have a man, look nice for you, dress nice for you, take you out to dinner, take you shopping, whatever it is you stand for. You have to be willing to give him his respect too. Don't play him in the sense of, and this goes with submissiveness too.
Yes.
Don't play him in the sense of you're talking down to him. You're basically trying to wear the pants in the relationship. Because you have men that stands for no bullshit, that are very few left in this world, that's still genuine, still chivalrous. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. That still opens doors, still treat women how they want to be treated. But you make them not want to treat you with respect because you don't treat them with respect. So then they're out here calling you hoes and bitches and different things like that. But you want to get mad, but you're disrespecting him too. So it's just a bad circle that never stops ending because you can't respect yourself. People are only going to treat you how you treat yourself. So if you're out here with your ass hanging out, and you might be a nice girl, you might be a nice woman. But at the same time, if you're out here disrespecting yourself, people are going to come at you disrespectfully. And that's why I gotta say for right now. Get that.
I also like to ask you a question. From your perspective, do you feel that women don't take accountability and responsibility in their actions? Because even though we said, but to have a woman here, I want to know firsthand.
So I'm gonna answer it in two different ways.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say you have those women that don't, and you have those women that do, with a but. They do, but. So I'm going to go with the they do, but. They do take accountability and responsibility for what they say and what they do, but it's on the defense. It's on the defense. It turns into a tit for tat. I'm only doing this because, but they never own up to what they are doing to themselves or to these men and pushing them away. I personally believe that we have a contribution into making some of these men turn gay. I'm just going to say it straight out. We don't treat them like men. We treat them like women. So they're going to start acting like women. And we can't get mad when we have a woman for a man. Because we are not helping them get to their greatest potential. So with that being said, I want a man that's going to continue to push me up the ladder, call me on my bullshit. I'm going to do the same for him. That's what you're in that relationship for. You're a team. And if you can't be a team and you can't count on one another, why are you in that relationship? If we can't continue to get greater together, what are we doing?
So do you want?
Why are we here?
So you want to? So you're basically saying that you want to be treated as a partner and not a project.
Exactly. Exactly. And women don't know how to do that. It's like women now, and this is kind of spinning off. They like to take on projects. They like to fix people. They like to turn people into their little pet, so to speak. And I hate to break it to you, men aren't pets. I mean, you might find some out there that's submissive to you, and kudos to them, but a real man is not going to allow you to talk down to him and make him your pet and change everything about him to fit you. If you need to do that, it's you that needs to work on you, not the other way around.
Well, let me ask you a deep question for you to say that. Can you state that you probably have you done this beforehand, or you just took the time out to have
done what?
Well, probably
but
have you bit more than you should? The stuff that you're saying right now, we totally agree with you. But can you admit that previously, beforehand, before you got to this place in your life, that you probably was doing those same things that we as men are discussing?
I can admit I'm not perfect. I've done some dirt.
All right, there we go. That's all what we need to hear. That's all what we need to hear. Somebody from a woman's perspective to honestly admit that yes, I've done this. I did these things.
In a nutshell, I mean, let's go here, like, because it didn't happen overnight.
Allegedly,
it did not happen overnight. I did not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Gain this clarity. This clarity. Overnight. But no, I mean, I've cheated. I've been cheated on. I've been disrespected. I've disrespected. I've been guilty of...
You've been cheated on? Wow.
Yeah. I've been guilty of not letting my man be a man. And those are the moments that you have to have those self-conversations, you know, and look yourself in the mirror and see why it is that your partner is treating you the way that they're treating you, because it's not always them. Just like, I hate to say it, but cheating isn't always on the person that's cheating. Yeah. You got to look at what you're doing, what you're not doing. You know what I'm saying? People only cheat because they are looking for something. It's sometimes not physical. It's sometimes not mental. It's sometimes a lot deeper than both of those. And when they're not getting it from you, it's kind of like they're lashing out. They don't know what else to do. And the person that should be their friend, should be their partner, should be their ride or die, they can't go talk to them, or so they feel. And they are left kind of out there by themselves, searching for what they want and what they need.
So you go find somebody else.
Exactly. Yeah. And so we can't be mad at them, because it may sound different. I'm not going to say weird, because everybody's different, but it may sound different. But what I've done with the men who cheated on me in the past is I've had a conversation with them. Is, why did you cheat on me?
Yeah.
I didn't blow up on them. Yeah, it hurt. But you know what? At the end of the day, I may have played a part in that. You know, sometimes you are truly just over the person you with, and it's really just as simple as that.
Yeah.
But most times it's because it's something your partner is doing or is not doing. And so some of the things they said was that I was not treating them like the man that they wanted to be treated as. And I had to look at myself. And so I took some time off of dating, which, by the way, us women, we don't do enough. We are some relationship hoppers. And we don't need to do that, because we are putting ourselves in harm's way, and the men that we date in harm's way too. But take time for yourself.
Not to interrupt.
Yeah,
when you took time for yourself, did you actually get therapy as well? Because I feel that some people, I
got therapy.
I mean, no, because the reason why I say that is because, you know, we always hold all that stuff in, and you shouldn't be passing it on to the next relationship, you know. So at least get that, you know, go through them steps. So see, therapy is good and it's therapeutic. So
and there's different types of therapy out there. It's, you know, I got a bunch of different types, and it doesn't mean that there's no hope for me or that I'm crazy or anything. It just means I care about my future, and my future of potentially being with somebody if that's what I choose to do. But it starts with me. Yes. And I need to learn how to love and respect myself, because when I love and respect myself, I know how to give that same respect to another person. Because if I've been disrespecting myself my whole life, that's what I'm going to give somebody else, because that's all I know. But now, although not perfect, I know how to respect myself. I know how to respect my man too. And we have conversations about this, because another thing, women, we don't know how to communicate anymore. We hold stuff in, and then we blow up. And it's like you're reactionary. When you have these conversations, you're being proactive for the next time, so that there won't be a next time. So when you have these conversations, it let them know, and you know, that you're both still in this together. You're both still a team. You both care about each other's well-being, your mental aspect. So these conversations my man and I have, we get deep, man, you know. And he let me know, hey, and this is the current one that I'm with, hey, I feel like in this particular situation, you weren't treating me like the man that I wanted to be treated like. because I was reverting back to my old self because old habits die hard,
Yeah.
And so when he told me that let me know that, hey, I say that I love this person and I want to be with this person, but here I am treating them like I can care less about them. You know what I mean? And so when I finally owned up to that, then I was able to kind of start correcting myself. And now I knew how he wanted to be loved, and I can love him that way. And it wasn't forced. It just became a part of who I am towards him. And with that, I saw a lot more respect in myself. Because when you disrespect your man like that, like, how can you do that to somebody that you claim that you love,
Now, because of that, did that make you want to be submissive to him?
I'm not gonna lie, ladies. Yeah, I'm a strong-ass woman, but you know what?
I'm coming in with the fake heaters with them questions.
He really is.
I'm coming in with the heaters. I'm not playing today.
That did, you know what? And the submissiveness didn't feel like a chore. It didn't feel like I had something to prove. Like in my other relationships, I felt like I had something to prove. I'm like, no, I'm not bowing down to you. Like, no, you submit to me, So we would bump heads a lot, but no. In this current relationship, I do like the submission that I give him, and I think he is pleased with it as well.
And so you became also submissive, not to interrupt, but you also became submissive, also interdependent.
He's so deep, He's so deep. He's so deep. I feel like you've been working on that one all night, though.
Nope.
he been wanting to get like a woman's perspective.
Yeah, because as
you said you had women on here before, yeah.
Yeah, we have.
We have,
but they was from not to interject, but from our opinion, it was more of like, oh yes, love is love, shaka. We're going to look at the crystal and assume about it, and we're trying to ask them simple questions and get their perspective, but the response was like, they're more into this. Oh, I was a shaka for 20 years of my life, knowing damn well you just started doing it like 2 weeks ago, and you probably seen some of your friends doing it, and it's like, come on now.
We had one guest who we've had 1, 2, 3. You made 4.
But yeah.
Okay.
Female guests on the show. For real. One woman, the very first guest that we had, I would maybe argue that she wasn't quite where you were or where you are in the midst of a relationship. You've as you've expressed, you've come from maybe not having the best communication, best interaction with men, to being a much more whole and wholesome person now in your relationship. I feel like she, very, very headstrong, very well spoken. She was at a place in between. She could understand the conversation about working on things and being a team, but she had been scorned and she hadn't quite got through the healing process. The person that she brought with her the next time that she featured on the podcast was a person who overly spiritual. And it's not nothing wrong with being spiritual or nothing like that. But the topics of discussion weren't necessarily even related to relationships. We were talking about us as a people and our community and the issues and the transgressions that we face as people of color. And instead of giving some deep dives or really taking a moment to look at those situations introspectively, she referred to, you just manifest. I'm like, so what do you do if you are in an antagonistic situation and you have an officer and he has a gun to your face and he talking on you crazy? Well, you just manifest the situation, and like manifest ain't gonna do shit.
Love, yeah. Give out a shot.
If he got a 45,
you're getting shot. Here's a shot.
If he got a 45 to my face, like ain't no amount of manifestation.
With a baton.
Yeah,
he's loving.
He beat my ass with a baton.
Have a flower.
What the fuck am I gonna manifest? And it's infuriating hearing that and being a person who's been in those scenarios, and this is the answer that you're giving. Like, that's bullshit. If you ain't never been in it, even if you're aware of it, you have to feel away by somebody giving a punk ass answer like that. And we have been through trauma, so that kind of left a bad taste in everybody's mouth who was on this podcast,
and probably some of the audience as well,
and some of the audience too. So Dom has been, he has a particular way he thinks. Not saying that's good or bad, but he has a list of questions, a myriad of discussion points that he always wants to propose. And it's kind of hard to do that when you got a room full of men and you want a woman's perspective. So having you here, like, it seemed like he just fucking hitting the bullseye every time. Well, he only been waiting 50 fucking episodes to have a woman that we could speak honestly with without reservations or
emotions.
Yeah, without a chip on their shoulder. Like, listen, we not perfect. We people, and people fuck up. We just happen to be men, so we or maybe some of us have a bias towards men because we're men. But being able to sit down and have those conversations where we can speak to somebody that's equal, you understand where we coming from, and we understand where you coming from. That's been a desire of this podcast since we started the podcast. Yeah. We just have been quite infrequent on women guests, and when we do get women guests, they don't want to give it up. Like how you just gave it up. Like, they're always genuine. Like, me clapping and talking to shit queen, that's genuine because we don't get to have, we don't have those opportunities. Like, ain't nobody gonna come on here and, like, just fess up and be like, no, I was wilding. Like, I was treating my man like a punk bitch, and I was tripping. That take a lot to say. And it only conveys the growth that you have been through. We don't get women like that on the show. So,
yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yes.
We're glad to have you.
Yes.
You know what? I just like that whole. I'm gonna sound like a girl here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Energy that you just had with that conversation.
That's that good chakra.
Because what really stuck with me was when you said, we're men, but we have emotions too. Like, that right there is what's changing now because, I haven't stuck my toe outside into this dating pool as of recently, and I really don't want to from what I'm seeing, but I feel like if I were to go and try to date another guy in today's society and world, I wouldn't get someone that's as forward with their emotions now, which is something that you should be able to do. A man should not feel like he has to hold himself back, because when you're in that relationship and anybody, man or woman, is holding themselves back, that's not a relationship that's growing. That also means that you're low-key telling me as your girl, I don't trust you enough with me and with my emotions to let that out.
Absolutely.
And that's not something that sits well with me. That's something I would have to check myself on. So I know I'm not your girl, but for me being a stranger and you just kind of let that out, I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Whoever your girl is, hey, whoever his girl is. You got
shout out to Mr. Stein.
We've been through trauma, and I'm a big advocate of speaking about the ones who came before us. It's easy for us to talk about how this group of people is lost, so they don't know what they're doing, they don't have no direction. But to see where we came from, we only got to look behind us. And my dad is a shit talking, beer drinking, meat grilling, sports watching, all American black male. Let's throw around the pigskin. Like, we ain't got no time for no feelings. If I ever came in crying, I was a sissy. I don't want to hear about your feelings. That's some punk ass shit. How many daughters do I got? Do I got 2 daughters or do I got 3 daughters? Is what my dad used to say to me. Very toxic masculinity. I've spoken about this a lot on this podcast. Like, ain't nothing wrong with being a man. Hold your nuts, get your shit off. However, not to a point where it's toxic. You perpetuate that cycle, that circle that's never ending that you was talking about. And I wanted to let you talk, but I align with that heavily. Like, we do a lot of perpetuating the cycle. It's okay for a man to have feelings. It's okay to talk about what's wrong with you or what's going wrong, in your relationship. We can't get better if we won't acknowledge that there is something wrong, and you keeping it bottled up and trying to do all the self-help. Self-help can only help you so far. Like, it's cool to take care of yourself, but what do you do when it's not enough? You need to be able to open yourself up and seek help from somebody else, and you have to be comfortable enough to do that. Also, the people around you need to be receptive of that.
And supportive.
Yeah, and supportive of that. Yeah, like, I come from a real tough background with my father, and I always said, I'm not gonna be that kind of guy. Like, I have 2 boys and I have a daughter, and much like my father had 2 girls and 1 son, you know, and just, you know, as far as like going out and working and shit like that, I knew how to do that. I don't think it's ever been more than 12 months where I went without having a job. I know how to go out and work. I know how to make some money, but as far as like talking about what's wrong with me, my dad ain't never teach me that. And that's a fallacy. That's a failure. And it ain't for him to like, you know, go back and try and fix it now. It's only up to me to recognize that was an issue and don't perpetuate that. So when my sons come in and they upset and they crying, I'm not saying stop that bitch ass shit. I'm saying, what's wrong with you? Let's talk about it. Like, don't hold it in. Don't lash out, because when we hold shit in, it only festers. And then we wind up lashing out. So when there's something wrong, come down, come talk to me about it. I'm not so, you know, built up and strong, tough ass dad that I can't understand when something hurting you. Something's hurting you. Come talk to me. And I apply the same thing in my relationships. Like, come talk to me. Like, I get it. I'm your man and all that shit, but I'm your friend. I'm your friend first. We equals. We partners. We can't get nowhere if we fighting against each other. We only need to fight the forces that oppose us. We can't oppose each other here. So what's wrong? Let's talk about it. I want to talk about it as much as I can before I go out there and wild out. Like, I done been out there and I done wild out before, but only when I ain't got no option left. A piece of introspection. I don't want to take up too much time with myself, but I was in a relationship and I talked and I talked and I talked and I talked till I was blue as a couch that you're sitting on in the face. And it was so bad that, like, I cried by myself, not sleeping in the bed. I cried myself to sleep every night because I had came from a relationship that I tried to put all my chips on, and I moved into another relationship where I thought I was being understood, and I wasn't being understood. And once you're done talking, what do? I was fucking lost out here. So I started sleeping around, and I just was out here. And somebody asked me about that, like, damn, you living a life. I'm like, it may seem like that, but, like, I'm only doing that to, like, at least try and feel something. I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing at all. Like, I'm just out here going through the motions, pretend like I give a fuck about what happened in your day, just to fuck so I can at least try and feel some sort of connection with another person, because I didn't feel any with anybody. And that's a tough place, a dark place to be in. We got to talk to each other. Everybody's communication skills are lacking. Not just women, not just men, like all across the board. Like, we don't know how to talk to each other. And we got to fix that. We got to remedy that. We have to be able to adequately convey what's going on with us so we can fix it. We got to be able to reconcile it.
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean, because, like, earlier today, like, my current girlfriend now and stuff, like, I went over there to see her because she's hooking me up for my birthday weekend. Shouts out to her. So, she takes me, I'm coming to a house. I'm stuck in traffic, and she's like very OCD. So I kind of got used to that. I'm OCD myself, but hers is more like to the 20th extreme. So it's more like I'm coming in with my bag, and I just place it on the ground. And the way that she was telling me, like, you know, don't leave your stuff there, take it upstairs. From my perspective, when I was explaining that to her, it felt like, it sounded like to me that she was yelling at me. And as you know, with us Geminis and stuff, we have our good side and our bad side. And I could sense my bad side kicking in, and my asshole side started coming out. So I'm sort of going like, I was like, don't be yelling at me. And I'm taking the bag upstairs. I'm like, don't yell at me. And she was like, what? I was like, don't yell at me. And after a while, I went back downstairs, calmed down for a minute, took a breather. And when I was ready to talk, I expressed to her why I was acting the way I was acting. And then afterwards, we went to Up and Down to, you know, have drinks and play games and stuff, and we ate food. And that's when I sat there and actually apologized to her. It just I felt all moogly googly inside. Yes, I'm staying there now. So shout out to the current girlfriend. Shout out to you.
So you're trying to say that you apologize because you finally have food in your system?
No, it wasn't. Well, not food in my system, but more of like, I actually had time to reflect, and I don't want to, like, a lot of people that knows me, and you might have heard it on previous episodes, that I'm an asshole. It does tend to come out. I don't deny it. It's just now I'm learning how to be a little bit more understanding from her side instead of just constantly just like you know, yell at you for no particular reason.
Okay,
like,
apologize.
Yeah.
So
it was like, oh, and she was like, oh my God, you said sorry to me? Oh, I was like, You know, we do the usual.
Is this a new relationship?
Yeah, it's a new relationship. From all the relationships that I had, they was with good women. It's just they made decisions upon themselves to not take it to the next step forward, meaning that they didn't want to settle with me or grow with me. It's like, you know, you get the first 3 months honeymoon phase, y'all getting freaked on, you're doing all this other stuff, you're into each other. It is what it is. But what do you do afterwards? So I felt, from my perspective, that I'm doing my part. I'm talking to you, seeing what's going on. So I'm giving them things that they probably never experienced from previous relationships, either if they allegedly been, you know, physically abused, which I highly doubt that, because sometimes they might say it, but it probably wasn't no abuse. It's them, the dude just telling them up front. They're like, oh my god, oh my god.
But you can only take their word for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm taking the word for it, but that's what they say. But I just learned from my relationships and stuff is try not to do what you did beforehand. And I explained it to the current girlfriend, and so I was like, when that happened, it was more like, let me reassess myself, bring myself down, and communicate with her in a way that she might understand instead of just going at her. So once I did that, she understood, and she apologized as well, and we communicated better, and I felt better. It was like it's more like a therapy.
About your growth that you were
that's
seeking
that's hard. That's very hard.
Other relationships that just didn't quite work out.
Because you don't want to go through that every single time. It's
exactly.
like you want to.
I can get that. The relationship that I'm in right now. You're talking about the honeymoon phase. I tell him this. I think I've told him this twice in the time period that we've been together. We've been together for quite a while now, but I told him that he is the type of person that I can see every day, and I wouldn't get tired of it. Now I'm saying that to say this. Yes, I need my me time, but you know, just when you just get tired of that person, and you just over it. You just grow out of it. I guess you can call it a honeymoon phase, but that phase has still been here years upon years upon years later, which is a good thing. And that growth that we're talking about, I was telling him just about how his mind works and how it's evolved since we've been together. And I was telling him the how I compared it was, if you ever wonder how a genius's mind works when they create their art, is how his mind works. Yeah. And I tell him, I said, it's so cool to see just the good, the bad, and the ugly just come together for you to get to your goals and smash your goals. Yes. And he thinks he's very he doesn't think he do as much as he does. He stands for a lot and he falls for nothing. And I see that because I'm an outsider. Yeah. And so I praise him on the things, not only that he accomplishes, but his failures too, because you have to fail in order to grow. You have to fail in order to get to your goals, because that means you tried and now you know what not to do. Yeah. And man, shout out to him, because he's a great person. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm not gonna.
Well, you getting shout outs to your man on a podcast? Oh, he about to. he about to drop it on you. No disrespect, but he about to.
No. You were asking me a question. I don't know if you remember that question, but you were asking me a question.
I think it was I know we got a little bit side off track, but I forgot what it was. I know it was about the independent and you becoming interdependent. So do you feel like you was able to, let me try to word it correctly. So when that happened, was you fully able to embrace your femininity? Meaning you was not trying to not trying to be masculine to him, just to be like feminine, like.
Oh, that is such
a good like, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna put on a dress for him. I'm gonna put on some man.
Oh wait, hold on.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I didn't say you. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying in general. Cause you know.
Now, I was always. I get what you're saying, so I'm not gonna go there. Yeah. Okay, so I started to put in a lot more effort than what I was originally doing, because, you know, instead of the bonnet when he came home, it would be, a little something else when he came home.
Ooh. I'm about to go into another subject right there. I'm about to go to another subject right there.
Michael Stein fuck with the bonnet, Queens. You can wear your bonnet. I don't,
Yeah, because we got a few more time. We got some more time, so I'm gonna add this in there. So since you're here, how do you feel about Monique discussing her perspective on bonnets? What's your opinion?
I've got two answers.
Go ahead.
I have two answers for everything. I got two answers. I can understand where she's coming from simply because in everything in life, us as black women, just blacks in general, but we're talking about women, we've had to do quadruple more than white people to prove ourselves.
Yes.
To even show that we're barely as equal as them in life. So when it comes down to getting respect just for us in general, it kind of goes with the modern woman question too, is that we're also showing, even if that's your style, we're also showing that we're not quite taking care of ourselves. Even if your hair is laid underneath that bonnet, for whatever reason you got that bonnet on, you gotta take it off. Because I'm not gonna lie, it does look a little, you just look not put together. You just look not put together. You should look good for yourself. This is not for anybody else.
Yeah.
Just simply, what I'm wearing now could be too much for some people. It could be not enough for others. But I'm looking good for myself. I wear this if I'm going grocery shopping. I wear something like this if I'm going to PetSmart. I like to look good for me because when I look good, I feel good. When I'm dressed in a bonnet and some sweatpants and, whatever, I feel groggy. I feel down. I feel, ugh.
So now you're into embracing your feminine side, just actually wanting to look presentable.
Exactly. Because you never know, who you're going to see. You never know what opportunities are going to present themselves. And you can't quite be mad at anybody but yourself, because how you practice, even when you're dressing, how you practice is how you're going to play. So don't just wait until you're going out with the girls to look good. Look good for you. Look good going to the grocery store. Look good going to the airport. You can still be comfortable and look good.
Yeah.
But then on the other side, I say to each their own. If you want to wear that bonnet and you're cool with that bonnet, then that's fine. But you can't get mad. Let's just say you are looking for a man. You can't get mad if no men approach you because you're not presentable. You are not looking presentable at that moment in time.
Yeah.
If you look like a bum, you're going to attract a bum. And you can't be mad at anybody but yourself. It's as simple as that.
Crew, what y'all think, man?
And just to add something in there, when I got my bonnet on at home and it's time to get down to business, I tell my man, don't come at me when I got my bonnet on. At least snatch it off, because that's not cute. That's not cute. Don't be doing none of your bonnet. Don't do none of your bonnet, ladies. That's not cute.
I'll fuck with the bonnet, bro.
I mean, because I want to it's like I'm like.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna throw my hand on top of it and just barely grip it. Like, here, you got to take some. I'm sorry, you got to take some. You got to take it. Shit.
I know it's not that big of a difference because it's not in the way, but it's just to each their own.
Is it that or snatch out your weave or something? You better not have no weave because that's coming out.
A bunch of people talked about white gays and how we don't feel comfortable being us. And everything we do is something to be criticized. It was the baggy clothes at one point. It's the bonnet. It's the do-rag. It's the lashes. It's the nails. It's the car. It's the music. It's the everything. It seems like it's only problematic when it's something that's ingrained in our culture. I understand the sentiment, the argument about looking a certain way or being presentable with air quotes, but who determines what's presentable? Who made that rule? Who made that standard? Who set that bar? And it's like,
do you feel that we create that standard? Because look at the eras that we all went. Look at the eras that we went through. We created different fashions, different styles.
We as black people, we don't create the bar about what's presentable. We only are taught to adhere to it. So take them dreads down and go get a clean cut.
Yeah.
Stop growing that beard and stay clean shaven. Don't wear it like this. Wear it like that. Take that bonnet off. Wear some tighter fitting, form fitting clothes. Like we always we are never allowed to be us as individuals because we listen to what somebody else say about us, and then that becomes a new standard. Well, y'all out there acting ghetto. Well, at first it was just us being us, until somebody who wasn't us told us it was ghetto. And now you got us running around saying we acting ghetto.
The Karens.
Well, y'all need to stop doing that. You need to turn that music down. You need to stop wearing
Public
jewelry.
enemy. Public enemy.
You need to take them. You need to take the rims off your car. It's unsightly. When did that shit? When did it become a thing where we weren't able to express ourselves? That's all I'm saying. Like, I get the topic of the discussion happens to be the bonnet, but the bonnet is just symbolic of us expressing ourselves, and we don't get to do that. And it's even worse. We already got the opposition telling us that, but it's even worse when one of us is going around telling us about that shit. You one of us. You one of us. But you too busy, occupied and preoccupied with the white gaze. How can you look good for massa? And then you back spitting that same rhetoric to us. Some of us don't want to look good for massa. I'm okay being me. Sometimes my clothes are a little baggy. Sometimes they're not. I wear earrings. Sometimes my music loud. I don't care. I want to be able to be Michael Stein. When I wake up in the morning, I only want to be able to be me, and I want to be free to express myself. I don't want to have to listen to what another motherfucker who don't come from my background, who not a part of my culture, to sit up and tell me what defines me. Somebody else telling you how to be you, and we supposed to be okay with that. And we dragging Monique. I said this when they dragged the one girl from Wild 'N Out when she was talking that shit about being evenly yoked or whatever.
You talking about B. Simone?
B. Simone. Y'all so busy trying to kill the motherfucking messenger that you missing the message. Mm-hmm. You missing what's going on here. And Monique, it just so happens in this instance that the message is a bad message. But don't drag her. She just saying what other motherfuckers have purported to you too. And it's okay when they say it, but it ain't okay what she said. Like, be you. Michael Stein fine with the mind. I don't care. I like seeing my black people be black people. Because if you was running around in kufis and shit and motherfucking traditional African garbs and shit like that, it'd only be a matter of time before somebody say some shit like that. That's not presentable. It's not presentable. It's not appropriate. We not appropriate. That's what they telling you.
Yeah.
They're saying that us as black people aren't appropriate, and they want you to get on their side about that. So all you motherfuckers who arguing, you need to come on. You doing that work for them. You doing that work for them. It's one thing when they killing us, but we killing us too.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that Monique thing, but what you're saying is accurate. But even like in the white society, we are always a problem, a issue, a difference from our nappy hair to the way we dress. But at the same time, they copy our styles too.
It's good when they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's always it. It's okay when they do it.
Like white women start wearing that nationally bonnets, and it won't be a talk about it no more.
But as far as like how you dress or whatever, like I mean, me personally, I don't call myself the bummiest bum. But like, if I'm going
you the
to the store,
six-figure nigga.
If I'm going to the store to get some groceries, like I'm at home chilling, and I'm like, damn, I want to cook me something to eat, and it's like, oh shit, I need to go get a couple things. I'm not about to go in here and spend the next hour getting dressed up, putting on clothes, to go to the store for 10 minutes, to come right back home. Like, I don't do that. When I know I'm running errands or I got to go make a stop at a store, I'm not going to throw on no clothes to do that. Now, I do know, like, if I know if I'm going to be out, like, it's my day off.
Yeah.
I got time to kill. Yeah, I put on some clothes and do that. I mean, I could get sometimes how to move. Your personal mood might be affected.
Yeah.
But me personally, no. To me, my mood is comfort. If I'm comfortable with what I'm wearing.
So on that note, we're going to go ahead and take a small break. After these messages, we're going to be right back. Stein, hit 'em.